What is up, everybody? This is Danny Dave here. Welcome back to another video. So I'm bringing you an OU match against Mike. It's a rematch against this Garma Moon Bliss combination dude in the previous couple videos. He switched up his team a tad bit, and I brought Slowbro, Vegeta, my Dragapult, Melmetal, Swampert, Manabuzz, and Moltres. So automatically, I'm gonna tell you guys, I messed up my live commentary for this, and I had to scrap the audio. So I'm doing a post commentary for the first time ever. And it's kind of weird to me. So sorry if this is awkward. But I'm leading off with Swampert right away because I just want to get Stealth Rocks on the field instantly. I don't know who he's going to switch off or lead off with, but I just lead off with Swampert regardless. And it's a 66 singles overuse. Danger Dave versus Mike. I don't really like doing post commentaries. I love doing the live ones because I feel like I can... I don't know how to explain it. Alright, so he leads up with Zaru, which sucks. And I know he's going to use a grass type attack to try to take out my Swampert right away. Because he can one-shot me for sure. So I switch out to Manabuzz, because I want to eat anything he throws at me. So I can pretty much take almost every attack Zaru has. And I'm a bulky Manabuzz. So I'm going to U-turn, knowing he's probably going to switch out. I'm not quite sure who he's going to switch out to. Using U-turn, I do get the switch initiative. He ends up going into his Skarmory, the Cynthia, the Living Legend. And now his Skarmory has Rocky Helmet, and that does more damage to me than my U-turn is going to do to him. Which kind of sucks. And I'm thinking, at this point in time, I'm like, alright, I'm going to go into Moltres, you know, scare him off. But then I have this big brain idea. Because he can just send out Blissey when I have Moltres, anytime. But I go into, see, look, I'm thinking, should I go into Moltres? But no, I go into Vegeta. Because what my plan is, I'm going to try to scare him off thinking I'm fully specially invested. Which I do have Fire Blast, not going to lie. But I'm not going to use it. So he's going to see Dragapult and be like, oh, he might Fire Blast me. We'll get to that in a second. But then I'm going to use Dragon Dance. Because looking at his team, after I Dragon Dance, my Dragapult can take out a majority of it. And so I'm going to go for Dragon Dance. I'm thinking hard about this. So I go into Dragon Dance and he switches out into Blissey. Kind of like what I thought he would. So he had no idea that I'm a physical variant for the most part until right now. I go for the Dragon Dance, and then I can proceed to attack with Dragon Darts. So I go for the Dragon Darts, and that's going to do a lot of damage to this Blissey. And I know he can't Seismic Toss me. And he goes, ends up going for the Toxic here. And that, I guess it's a pretty good play on his part, because that's going to make my Dragapult not stay on the field as long as I want it to, especially with my Life Orb damage racking up. So here I know he's going to want to switch back into Skarmory, being like, oh, he's got a physical Dragapult. I'm going to go back into Skarmory to take all of his attacks, and probably drain me with Life Orb, Poison, and his Rocky Helmet. But I'm just going to go straight for the Fire Blast, because I know he's going to switch back into Skarmory. And even if he stayed in, my Fire Blast most likely could have still taken out that Blissey at that low health. So he's going to send out his Skarmory, and it's going to get taken out by the Fire Blast. And Life Orb and Toxic are definitely taking its toll on me, though. I know Vegeta won't be able to take out a lot more Pokemon. I go for the Dragon Darts in case he tries to switch out again, or if I miss that Fire Blast. And I'm not physically touching him, so I won't get hurt from the Rocky Helmet. And, yeah, that's going to take him out. So far, Dragapult is doing some work. He hurt Blissey a lot. Knocked out Skarm, which is perfect. And now he's... that Toxic, man. It hurts me watching this happen. So he goes into Zora. So Zora's a fast Pokemon. I think he has like a base speed of like, I don't even know, like 140 or something. But so does Dragapult. And I use Dragon Dance, so I know I can outspeed him. So I'm gonna go for the Dragon Dart here, and that's easily gonna take out this Zora. But the thing about this is, my Dragapult will not be able to live another Life Orb and Toxic damage. So, down goes Dragapult. He did do some work though. He took out 2 Mons and hurt Blissey. So I put a pretty good dent to his team. And I go, who do I go into? I'm gonna go into Moltres. And he goes down to his Pokemon fan, which is Victini. So here I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go straight for the Scorching Sands, you know? And I completely forgot he can learn Bolt Strike. But he actually has a special Victini and uses Thunder. So either way, it's an electric move that's gonna do a heck of a lot of damage to my Moltres. So obviously my Moltres cannot take out this Victini. And on top of that, he paralyzes me. So Scorching Sand does not do nearly enough as I thought it was going to. So I'm going to go into Purple Swag. And keep this in mind. Swampert is my only check to this Victini. Like, legit. And I'm pretty sure he predicts that switch into Swampert, because he goes straight into Zaru. Which definitely sucks for me, because, you know, I can't do anything to Zaru. So, like always, when Zaru comes out, I'm going into Flaps. I'm going to go for the Darkest Lariat, and I'm going to tell you that animation looks dope. And kind of scary. Imagine Zaru just coming at you like that. So I'm going to go for the foul play here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm going to use a foul play and, oh, I just roost. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. I roost up all my damage. So I go into Moltres against this Amoonguss, because I do not want any of my Pokemon to go to sleep. I really don't. So, and I'm paralyzed, so I know he can't put me to sleep. But he goes straight for the Sludge Bomb. That's almost going to take me out. Luckily though, even though I'm paralyzed, I can still outspeed this Amoonguss. Amoonguss has a base speed of 30, which I found out afterwards. I thought he was a little bit faster. Because there were a couple times I was like second guessing myself when I had like Bell Metal out against this Amoonguss. So I'm able to get a Roost off, and he's just going to go for another Sludge Bomb, trying to finish off my Moltres. But my Roost will recover more health than his Sludge Bomb takes from me. So I'm going to go for another Roost. Only thing that'll suck here if I get paralyzed. He ends up switching out. And, he goes into Blissey. So this sucks, because Blissey can outspeed me when I'm paralyzed. I go for the Mystical Fire, trying to finish this guy off, but he's going to use Soft Boiled and get all of his health back that Dragapult took down. Dragapult didn't go down in vain though. He still took out Zora and Skarmory. So Mystical Fire is not going to do like anything to this Blissey at all. It's going to like tickle him, and it lowered his special attack, which is that's alright. And I'm going to switch into Pacific Rim, thinking he might want to Toxic me again. And he's probably one of my only checks to this Blissey. I'm a physical attacker, and I didn't really bring enough physical attackers except for Dragapult, but he's already gone. So he's going to heal up. Which sucks, because he's practically got full health again when he was just about to go down. So looking at his team... Drop my water bottle. Looking at his team, none of his Pokemon can really take my double Iron Badge except for maybe Victini. But then again, he's still going to get hit from it. And that's going to hurt. He goes into Amoonguss. This Amoonguss is annoying, I'll tell you that. The Regenerator ability, it's like he can never faint. Never. And it's annoying because I use the double Iron Bash, so I hit him twice. And both times I'm connecting with him, so I get hit with a Rocky Helmet. I had leftovers, but this is where I'm like, oh, I knew Metal Metal's slow. He's so slow. But I'm like, am I slower than Amoonguss? And I usually don't like to look up like stats or damage calculations when I'm doing my battles. I just like to battle and use my head. But yeah, I switch out back into Moltres because I do not want to get put to sleep. Because I know his Amoonguss can't do anything to my Melmetal once I'm if I'm not sleeping. So forget what I do here. Switch out. Go into Purple Swag. I'm pretty sure I switched out here because I was predicting a switch. Which he does. And he goes out into Blissey. And I'm pretty sure I get Stealth Rocks on the field finally. I finally get Stealth Rocks on the field. But in return, I end up getting Poison, which is not good at all. Getting Poison is never good unless you're a Gliscor with Poison Heal, which is not in this game, unfortunately. So I get my Stealth Rocks up, and it's definitely going to make it a little harder for him to switch out a lot, but this late game, I don't really think it matters. I just want to get the Stealth Rocks up just because it's me. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Flip Turn. And I'm going to go into Melmetal. Because I want to get this Blissey out of here. He does have a big brain play here, and he goes into he uses Teleport, so he has a Switch initiative. Yeah, he goes out into Zarude. So I definitely do not want to stay in against Zarude because he can learn close combat. So I'm going to switch out because I do not want to take a close combat to the face. And guess who I'm going out to? Flaps. Now, close combat's neutral to Flaps because Flaps is also part dark. Well, I keep saying Flaps, but Mandibuzz. I'll give someone a shiny Pokemon if they can tell me where I got his name from. Flaps' nickname. Anyways, I'm going to go for the Foul Play. Just try to get some damage on anything. Even if it's Zarude, Blissey, Amoonguss, anything. And he goes out into his Amoonguss. Which is annoying because he's got the Rocky Helmet and Regenerator. So every time he switches out Amoonguss, he gets health back. And it sucks. So he's going to get Stealth Rock damage and Foul Play. And it's looking pretty good. Like, I'm like, oh, I got Amoonguss down pretty low. And I'm going to switch out because I didn't... No, I go for the Roost. What do I do? Yeah, okay, I'll probably go out to Moltres again because I do not want to get spored. I need to keep my Mandibuzz awake for that Zarude. He goes for the Giga Drain, but it does like nothing to Moltres because, you know, I'm a Moltres. Oh, I'm parched. Chugging this water. Alright, so I went for the Mystical Fire, I'm pretty sure, but I got paralyzed. So I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into Melmetal. Flaps. Oh, yeah, this is what I do. I go out to Flaps, because I want to get the Roost up. If I'm going to take another hit from Zarude, I need to have health. Because he hits kind of hard, even though I'm a Mandibuzz. So he goes for the Shadow Ball, and when I see the Shadow Ball, I wonder why he didn't use that against my Dragapult. But that's done and done. So I know this is probably my only chance I can get Roost up. So that's literally the only reason I think I sent out Flaps, so I can Roost up. So I can take those Zarude attacks. And, yeah, it's a long battle. He's still got 4 Pokemon left. I'm gonna Roost up, and I'm pretty sure he poisons my Mandibuzz. Yep. So right now I got Moltres is paralyzed, Swampert's poisoned, and Mandibuzz is poisoned, which is never good. I could have, if I wanted to earlier, I probably could have toxic the Blizzy, toxided the Blissey, but he's got natural cure, so every time he switches out, he loses his status. Alright, this is where I start messing things up. I'm gonna go into Swampert, and I'm just gonna try to go for the Earthquake. No. And he goes for the Soft Boil, which sucks. So he's at full health. So I gotta take down this Blissey that's at full health, and he's got an Amoonguss that keeps regenerating his health every single time he switches out. And I got Poison, it's taking its toll, and the animations are going, wasting time. I go straight for the Earthquake. He is gonna switch into his Amoonguss again. And this is where I mess up big time. Because remember, like I said earlier, Swampert is like my only check to Victini. So I go for the Earthquake, and I see it does a decent chunk to him. And I'm just straight up just like, I really want to take down this Amoonguss. So I stay in and go for another Earthquake. And we'll see what happens. He's definitely just going to one-shot me after this. I go for the Earthquake. It does not take him out. And he proceeds to Giga Drain me. It almost takes him out. But he uses Giga Drain and he gets like all the health back I just did to him. And Swampert just goes down. And he's going to switch out eventually. So Swampert pretty much just went down in vain. And now I just lost one of my only checks to this Victini. I should have just done my original plan, which is what I'm about to pull off right now. I go out into Melmetal. Yes, click Melmetal. Yes. So I switch out into Melmetal. I am luring the Spore. I know I can wall and like take down his Amoonguss if I'm not asleep. So I switch out into Slowbro, because Slowbro hasn't done anything this whole match. I haven't needed to send him out, and he can't really do anything to any of his Pokemon. So I'm going to send out Slowbro, take the Spore, and because of Sleep Clause, which is a rule in Smogon, you cannot put two Pokemon to sleep, more than one Pokemon to sleep on the opposing person's team. So since he put my Slowbro to sleep, he can't use Spore on any one of my other Pokemon until Slowbro wakes up. It doesn't work though, like say I use Rest and I'm asleep, he can still put another Pokemon to sleep, because that was self-inflicted. And Rest, you wake up after 2 turns anyways. So I switch back out into Melmetal as he goes for the Giga Drain. It's going to do nothing. And now I can take out this Amoonguss, finally. So I'm going to go for the double Iron Bash. And with the amount of health he has left, there's no way he can take it. And honestly, I think the only Pokemon on this team that can take the double Iron Bash is Victini. But Victini's is already pretty low. And Stealthrox is on the field. So I go for the double Iron Bash. I am going to get hit with that Rocky Helmet, but it can't be helped, you know? So that's going to take out the Amoonguss, which is perfect. But this is when I start getting scared. Because I think if I pulled this plan off before I let Swampert go down, I wouldn't have been so scared of this Victini. Because right now his Victini can pretty much hit my entire team unless he misses. If he misses, I'm not too scared, because I can pretty much one-shot that Victini. I'm just slower than it, and he has good checks, you know? He's got Electric and Fire moves, but none of my Pokemon can take. Electric takes out Slowbro, Moltres, and Flaps, and then his Fire attacks will take out my Melmetal. So the battle definitely goes to time here. I'm not sure if I would have won or if he would have won. But if he had missed like one Thunder against one of my other Pokemons, well, like say Flaps, try to use Thunder on Flaps and I hit him with the Foul Play because he missed, I would have won this. But I'm pretty sure he's got like that ability or something to increase his accuracy, so he won't miss as often. Although pretty sure he misses his Thunder here. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think about the post commentary. I'm not used to it. It was awkward this whole time doing it right now. But Now let me know in the comments how you think. This was a great battle against Mike. You will definitely see more battles with him in the future. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. JJ Dave is out. Saved by the battle timer. GG's.